Did you know that a single thought can change your world? It's like flipping a switch inside your mind that lights up your entire life. This isn't just philosophy. It's the science of mastering your inner world to transform the outer. So are you ready to turn on the light? In a world ceaselessly chasing the mirage of future happiness, we often find ourselves trapped in a cycle of struggle and suffering. This pursuit, deeply ingrained in our societal fabric, whispers a deceptive promise. Endure now, rejoice later. But this future, laden with happiness and relief, remains perpetually on the horizon, elusive and unreachable. Why? Because the belief that suffering now guarantees joy later is fundamentally flawed. It's a mirage that keeps shifting further away the closer we think we get. The day of relief, anticipated with bated breath, often dissolves into the mist of tomorrow, leaving us in a perpetual state of waiting. This cycle, a self-perpetuating loop, ensnares us in a state of constant anticipation, where present discomfort is traded for a future that never quite arrives. This concept isn't new, yet it's rarely challenged. It's like a well-worn path through a dense forest, treaded upon for so long that we never stop to question where it leads. But what if this path is a detour, steering us away from a more profound truth? The truth is, happiness and contentment are not destinations to be reached. They are states of being, accessible here and now, not just in some distant, shimmering future. This realization upends the conventional narrative, urging us to look inward rather than outward, to find the joy that's already within us. The shift from external to internal focus is monumental. It's about understanding that our power lies not in changing the world around us, but in mastering our inner landscape. When we nurture our mental and spiritual realms, the physical world begins to mirror this inner harmony. This approach doesn't discard the value of external goals and achievements, but places them in the right perspective. Yet, beneath this introspective shift lies a profound question. Are we ensnared in an endless endeavor to reshape our external world, believing that this will lead to fulfillment? This underlying quest often masks a profound truth, that true empowerment and transformation begin not with external alterations, but from within, in the realms of our own mind and spirit. It's here, in the intricate dance of our thoughts and beliefs, that the journey to true contentment and influence begins. In our relentless quest to shape and control our external environment, we often fall prey to a deeply rooted belief that true success and happiness are the products of manipulating the world around us. This belief, pervasive and unquestioned, paints a picture of life as a battleground where only the fittest, those who can skillfully maneuver through the physical realm, emerge victorious. But let's pause and consider, is this struggle to bend the physical world to our will the only path to fulfillment? History is replete with tales of conquerors and moguls who mastered their external domain, yet remained unfulfilled, their inner worlds in turmoil. This paints a compelling picture, suggesting that perhaps we've been chasing shadows, mistaking the map for the territory. The idea that external achievement equates to internal peace is, at best, a half-truth. It's akin to focusing solely on the ripples on a lake's surface while ignoring the depth and tranquility of the waters below. The external world, with all its noise and chaos, can only offer fleeting satisfaction. It's the inner world of thoughts, emotions, and spiritual connection that holds the key to lasting fulfillment and peace. This isn't to diminish the value of external accomplishments. Indeed, they play a significant role in our lives. However, the problem arises when we perceive these achievements as the sole arbiters of our happiness and worth. It's like trying to fill an internal void with external trophies, a task as futile as trying to catch the wind. The true transformation begins when we realize that the power to shape our reality lies not in external manipulation, but in mastering the subtle, often overlooked realms of our mind and spirit. It's in these quiet, introspective spaces that we discover the tools to craft a reality that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. In this internal space, free from the clutter and demands of the physical world, we find clarity. It's here that we can see beyond societal norms and expectations, uncovering the truths that resonate with our authentic selves. This clarity empowers us to make choices that align with our inner values, leading to actions that are not reactions to external stimuli, but expressions of our deepest selves. As we turn our gaze inward, we embark on a journey of discovery. It's a path less traveled, one that requires courage to confront our inner shadows and embrace our light. This journey isn't about escaping the physical world, but understanding that our perception of it is deeply influenced by our inner state. When we change the lens through which we view the world itself seems to change. This transformative understanding opens up new possibilities. It invites us to approach life not as a battle to be won, but as a canvas to be painted with the colors of our inner world. The external world becomes not an adversary but a reflection, a mirror showing us the fruits of our inner work. In the pursuit of mastering our inner world, we uncover a profound truth. The key to transforming our external reality lies in our ability to understand and shape our inner landscape. This mastery is not about gaining control in the traditional sense, but about cultivating a deep awareness and alignment with our true selves. At the heart of this journey is the realization that our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are not just passive reactions to the world around us. They are active creators of our reality. Each thought we entertain, each belief we hold, each emotion we experience sends ripples through the fabric of our existence, shaping our experiences and, in turn, our world. But how do we begin this process of mastery? It starts with awareness, the ability to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment or attachment. This practice of mindfulness allows us to see the patterns and narratives that have unconsciously guided our lives. We begin to discern which of these narratives serve us, and which have kept us chained to limiting beliefs and unfulfilling experiences. As our awareness deepens, we gain the power to choose. We can choose thoughts that uplift and support our well-being. We can foster beliefs that open possibilities rather than constrict them. We can cultivate emotions that align with our deepest values and aspirations. This choice is our greatest power, a tool that enables us to sculpt our inner world and, by extension, our outer reality. Of course, knowledge alone is not enough. The mastery of the inner world requires action, deliberate, consistent practices that nurture our mental and spiritual well-being. Meditation, reflection, journaling, and other mindful practices are not mere pastimes. They are exercises that strengthen our inner muscles, enabling us to navigate life with greater clarity, purpose, and resilience. As we strengthen these inner muscles, we begin to see changes in our external world. Relationships improve, opportunities arise, and challenges that once seemed insurmountable become manageable. This is not because the world has changed, but because we have changed how we interact with it. This transformation is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. It requires patience, commitment, and a willingness to embrace the ebb and flow of life. But the rewards are immeasurable. By mastering our inner world, we unlock the potential to create a life that reflects our truest desires and highest aspirations. As we delve deeper into mastering our inner world, it becomes clear that this journey impacts not only our immediate circumstances, but also sets off a chain of transformations that extend far beyond our personal sphere. This is the distinction between local effects and cascading effects, a pivotal understanding in our quest to create meaningful change. Local effects are the immediate, noticeable changes in our lives that result from our inner work. These can be as simple as a more peaceful state of mind, improved personal relationships, or better decision-making. These changes, while significant, are just the tip of the iceberg. They are the first visible signs of a deeper transformation taking place within us. Cascading effects, on the other hand, are far-reaching and often less immediately visible. They represent the broader impact of our inner transformation on the world around us. Just as a single stone thrown into a pond creates ripples that extend far beyond the point of impact, our inner work influences not only our direct environment, but also the larger network of interactions in which we participate. Consider, for instance, how a shift in our perspective can alter the dynamics of a group or community. A person who has mastered a degree of inner peace and clarity can bring a calming, clarifying influence to otherwise tense or chaotic situations. Their presence can inspire others, ignite creativity, and foster a collective sense of purpose and cooperation. Moreover, as we cultivate positive inner qualities like compassion, empathy, and mindfulness, these traits begin to infuse our actions and interactions. This doesn't just benefit our personal lives. It has the potential to transform our workplaces, communities, and even wider societal structures. Leaders who embody these qualities can create more humane, effective, and sustainable organizations. The concept of cascading effects also ties into the idea that we are all interconnected. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions create vibrations that resonate through this intricate web of interconnections. By nurturing positive inner qualities, we contribute to a collective energy that can shift societal norms and values. The power of these cascading effects cannot be understated. They remind us that our inner work is not a selfish pursuit, but a vital contribution to the collective well-being. Our journey towards self-mastery is not just about personal fulfillment, but about playing our part in a larger story of transformation and growth. At the core of our being lie the mental and spiritual realms, two intertwined aspects of our inner world that hold immense power over our experiences and perceptions. Unlike the physical realm, which is often the focus of our attention and efforts, these inner realms are subtler, yet their influence is profound and far-reaching. The mental realm. This is the domain of our thoughts, beliefs, and cognitive processes. It's where our perceptions are formed, and where our understanding of the world takes shape. Every thought we have, every belief we hold, acts like a lens through which we view the world. These mental constructs can either limit or expand our experiences. By becoming conscious of our thought patterns and actively choosing empowering beliefs, we open ourselves to new possibilities and experiences. This mental realm is not just a passive receiver of external stimuli. It's an active participant in creating our reality. The spiritual realm. This realm transcends the intellect and delves into the deeper aspects of our being. It's the seat of our values, our sense of purpose, and our connection to something greater than ourselves. Whether one identifies this as a higher power, the universe, or simply the interconnected web of life, the spiritual realm is where we find meaning, purpose, and a sense of belonging. Nurturing our spiritual selves leads to a sense of peace and fulfillment that is independent of external circumstances. The intersection of these two realms is where the magic happens. When our thoughts and beliefs, mental realm, are in harmony with our values and purpose, spiritual realm, we experience a state of alignment that is both empowering and transformative. This alignment is the sweet spot where we feel at our most potent, capable of influencing not only our personal lives, but also the larger world in positive ways. Focusing on these inner realms requires a shift in our approach to life. Instead of looking outward for validation and fulfillment, we turn inward, exploring and refining our inner landscape. This journey is deeply personal and looks different for each individual. For some, it may involve meditation and mindfulness practices. For others, it might be about engaging in creative pursuits or connecting with nature. The key is to find practices that resonate with us and help us explore and nurture these inner realms. As we deepen our understanding and connection with our mental and spiritual selves, we begin to see changes in our external world. Our relationships become more authentic, our choices more aligned with our true selves, and our actions more impactful. This is not because we are forcefully changing the external world, but because we are transforming from within, and the world is responding to this inner evolution. As we reflect on the intricate interplay of our mental and spiritual realms, we naturally arrive at a principle that underpins the harmony of these aspects, the law of balance. This universal principle, much like the equilibrium we strive for in our inner world, offers profound insights into how we can achieve a harmonious existence, both within ourselves and in our interactions with the world. The law of balance is a universal principle, a kind of cosmic equilibrium that permeates every aspect of our existence. It suggests that there is an inherent balance in all things, a kind of harmonious symmetry that governs the natural order. This law holds true in the physical world, as much as it does in our inner world of thoughts, emotions, and spirit. In the context of our inner journey, the law of balance reminds us that our thoughts, emotions, and spiritual state are in a constant dance of equilibrium. Excesses in any direction tend to be corrected, bringing us back to a state of balance. This isn't a static state, but a dynamic equilibrium, one that allows for growth, change, and evolution, while maintaining a sense of harmony and stability. Mental balance. Mentally balance means not getting lost in negative thought patterns or excessively indulging in unrealistically positive thinking. It's about cultivating a realistic optimism, a mindset that acknowledges challenges but focuses on solutions and growth. This balanced mindset enables us to navigate life's ups and downs with resilience and grace. Emotional balance. Emotionally, balance is about allowing ourselves to feel a full range of emotions without letting any single emotion dominate our lives. It's about experiencing our emotions fully, but not being controlled by them. This emotional agility allows us to respond to life situations with clarity and wisdom, rather than reacting impulsively. Spiritual balance. Spiritually, balance involves aligning our actions with our deeper values and purpose. It's about finding a middle path that honors our material needs and aspirations while nurturing our spiritual growth and connection. This balance is crucial for a life that feels fulfilling and meaningful on all levels. Applying the law of balance in our lives calls for mindfulness and self-reflection. It asks us to be aware of where we might be out of balance and to take steps to restore equilibrium. This could mean setting boundaries, changing habits, or cultivating new mindsets and attitudes. One practical way to apply this law is to observe our daily routines and interactions. Where are we giving too much energy? And where are we not giving enough? Are our work, relationships, and personal growth in harmony? Or is one area dominating at the expense of others? By asking these questions, we can start to make adjustments that bring more balance into our lives. The beauty of the law of balance is that it's self-correcting and ever-present. By tuning into this law and aligning with it, we can navigate life with greater ease and effectiveness. This alignment leads to a profound transformation, not just internally, but in how we interact with and impact the world around us. Emerging from our understanding of the law of balance in our mental and spiritual realms, we are drawn to a fascinating extension of this principle: its application at the cellular level. This concept bridges the gap between the intangible aspects of our being and the tangible physical form we inhabit. Our bodies, at their most fundamental level, are composed of cells, each one a microcosm reflecting the larger cosmos of our being. The state of balance we cultivate mentally and spiritually doesn't just resonate in the ethereal realms, it manifests physically in our cellular health and vitality. This is where the abstract becomes concrete, and the esoteric finds practical expression. Cellular vibration. Every cell in our body responds to the vibrational frequencies we emit through our thoughts, emotions, and spiritual state. Positive, high-frequency vibrations foster cellular environments conducive to health and vitality, while negative, low-frequency vibrations can lead to disharmony and dis-ease. By maintaining a balanced inner world, we directly influence the well-being of our cells. Practical application. The practical application of this concept involves consciously cultivating thoughts, emotions, and spiritual connections that promote a healthy vibrational state. This can be achieved through practices like meditation, mindful breathing, positive affirmations, and emotional self-regulation. These practices don't just uplift our mental and spiritual state. They create a ripple effect that enhances our physical well-being. The implications of this cellular balance are profound. It suggests that we have more control over our health and vitality than we might have believed. By aligning our inner world with principles of balance and harmony, we empower our bodies to function at their optimum, not just surviving, but thriving. Yet, this isn't a one-way street. Just as our inner state affects our cellular health, the reverse is also true. Nurturing our physical body through healthy eating, exercise, and restorative sleep supports our mental and spiritual well-being. This reciprocal relationship forms a loop of positive reinforcement, where each aspect supports and enhances the others. As we journey deeper into the interconnection between our inner world and physical being, we encounter a pivotal aspect of this relationship: the role of emotions as guides and the remarkable ability of our cells to adapt to the biochemical climates shaped by our thoughts and feelings. Emotions as a compass. Our emotions, often viewed as mere reactions to external events, hold a much more significant role. They are, in essence, a compass, guiding us through the landscape of our inner world. Positive emotions like joy, love, and gratitude signal alignment with our true selves, while negative emotions such as fear, anger, and sadness can indicate misalignment or unresolved issues. By tuning into our emotions and understanding their messages, we can navigate our thoughts and beliefs more effectively, steering towards a state of balance and well-being. Cellular response to emotions. This emotional guidance isn't just a psychological phenomenon. It has tangible physical implications. Our cells respond to the biochemical environment created by our emotions. Positive emotions can foster a cellular environment that promotes healing, growth, and vitality. In contrast, chronic negative emotions can create a hostile environment, leading to stress and potentially impacting our overall health. The concept of cellular adaptation to our emotional climate is not just a metaphorical idea. Scientific research in fields like psychoneuroimmunology has begun to uncover the intricate ways in which our mental and emotional states directly influence our physiological processes. This research sheds light on how sustained emotional states can lead to long-term cellular changes, impacting everything from immune function to hormonal balance. Harnessing emotional guidance for health. Understanding this connection empowers us to use our emotions as tools for health and transformation. By cultivating emotional awareness and resilience, we can create a positive internal environment that supports our physical health. Practices like emotional journaling, mindfulness, and compassion-focused therapies can be instrumental in this process. Moreover, this awareness allows us to view our emotions not as enemies to be suppressed or ignored, but as allies, providing valuable insights and guiding our journey towards a balanced and harmonious life. Transitioning from the understanding of emotional guidance and cellular adaptation, we arrive at a crucial juncture in our journey: the process of achieving balance in our inner world and its profound impact on transforming our external reality. The inner world and its profound impact on transforming our external reality. The process of achieving inner balance. Achieving inner balance is a dynamic and ongoing process. It involves cultivating an equilibrium between our thoughts, emotions, and spiritual insights. This balance is not about reaching a state of perpetual positivity or constant tranquility. Instead, it's about developing the agility to navigate through life's diverse experiences with awareness and grace. It's about recognizing when we are out of balance and having the tools and wisdom to return to a state of harmony. This journey requires a deep understanding of ourselves, our triggers, our values, our aspirations. It involves regular self-reflection, mindfulness practices, and a willingness to face and integrate all aspects of ourselves, including those we might prefer to avoid. Transforming our external reality. As we achieve a greater sense of inner balance, we start to notice shifts in our external reality. These changes might be subtle at first: a sense of ease in situations that previously caused stress, more harmonious relationships, a deeper sense of fulfillment in our daily activities. Gradually, these shifts become more pronounced. Opportunities that align with our true selves begin to emerge, and we find ourselves making decisions and taking actions that reflect our inner balance. This transformation is not about forcibly changing our external circumstances. Instead, it's about a natural alignment that occurs when our internal state resonates with balance and harmony. As we change internally, our perception of the world changes, and the world, as if in response, shifts to reflect this new perspective. Maintaining a new inner climate. The key to sustaining this transformation lies in maintaining our new inner climate. Just like nurturing a garden, this requires ongoing attention and care. We must continually cultivate positive thoughts, engage in practices that support our emotional well-being, and stay aligned with our spiritual values. This ongoing effort is not a burdensome task, but a fulfilling and enriching part of our lives. It becomes a way of being, where maintaining balance is not just a goal, but a natural expression of who we are. Bridging the gap between understanding the need for balance and actually achieving it requires practical tools. One such tool is time logging, a simple yet powerful exercise to gain insight into where our focus lies. Implementing time logging. This involves keeping a record of how much time we spend focusing on our visions and aspirations versus how much time is spent on negative thoughts and worries. The process is straightforward. Throughout the day, periodically note down what you're thinking about and how it makes you feel. Are these thoughts contributing to your vision, or are they detracting from it? Understanding the impact. Over time, this exercise reveals patterns in our thought processes. We begin to see how much of our day is consumed by positive, constructive thoughts, and how much is lost to negativity and doubt. This awareness is the first step towards change. By consciously redirecting our focus towards more positive and empowering thoughts, we start to shift our internal climate, which in turn begins to transform our external reality. Alongside time logging, integrating daily practices that promote energetic alignment is crucial. These practices help maintain a positive energetic state, essential for inner balance and external manifestation. Routine practices. Incorporating routines like meditation, gratitude exercises, and breathwork into our daily life can significantly boost our energy and mood. Meditation helps in quieting the mind and fostering inner peace. Gratitude shifts our focus to the abundance in our lives, and breathwork aids in releasing tension and aligning our energy. Techniques for boosting energy. These practices are not one-size-fits-all. It's important to explore and find what resonates personally. Some may find solace in nature, others in creative expression, and some in physical activity. The key is consistency and the intention behind the practice. Regular engagement in these activities helps in cultivating a balanced and harmonious inner world. In understanding our journey of inner mastery, it's essential to consider our energetic relationship to the events that unfold in our lives. This relationship is not merely about the events themselves, but how we energetically interact with and respond to them. Impact of energetic responses. Our energetic response to life's events plays a crucial role in shaping our experience. When faced with challenges, do we respond with stress and resistance, or with calmness and resilience? Our response sets the tone for our experience and can significantly influence the outcome. For instance, approaching a difficult situation with a calm and centered energy often leads to more constructive solutions and less emotional turmoil. Maintaining positive energetic relationships, cultivating a positive energetic relationship with our experiences, involves mindfulness and emotional intelligence. It requires us to be aware of our initial reactions and to choose responses that align with our desired state of being. This doesn't mean suppressing negative emotions. Rather, it involves acknowledging them and then consciously choosing to shift our focus and energy towards more constructive and positive perspectives. Examples and practices. Practical techniques like grounding exercises, mindful pause, and reflective questioning can help in this process. Grounding exercises, such as deep breathing or connecting with nature, help to center our energy. A mindful pause before reacting allows us to choose our response thoughtfully. Reflective questioning, like asking ourselves, what can I learn from this situation? Or how can I respond in a way that aligns with my inner values, guides our energy towards growth and positivity. The principle of correspondence, a timeless axiom, states as above, so below, as within, so without. This principle offers profound insight into the relationship between our inner state and our external world. Understanding the principle, at its core, the principle of correspondence suggests that our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. The thoughts, Beliefs and emotions we hold internally manifest in our external experiences and realities. This principle echoes through various philosophical and spiritual traditions, pointing to a universal truth about the nature of existence. Applying the principle in daily life. To apply this principle in our lives, we start by observing our external environment and experiences as mirrors of our internal state. Are there patterns or recurring themes in our lives that might be reflecting something within us? By changing our inner thoughts and beliefs, we can initiate changes in our external circumstances. Practical exercises. Engaging in self-reflection, journaling, and meditation are practical ways to explore and align our inner world. Self-reflection helps us identify and understand our internal state. Journaling provides a medium to express and clarify these insights. Meditation allows us to connect deeply with our inner self, fostering a sense of harmony and alignment. As we embrace the principle of correspondence and its revelations about our internal and external worlds, our focus naturally shifts to the transformative power of mindfulness and presence. Transitioning from correspondence to mindfulness, the realization that our external world mirrors our internal state leads us to the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the art of being fully present in the moment, aware of our thoughts, feelings, and environment, without judgment or distraction. Enhancing awareness and control. Mindfulness enhances our ability to be aware of and control our inner world. By being present, we gain clarity on our thought patterns, emotional responses, and underlying beliefs. This clarity allows us to make conscious choices that align with our true selves, rather than being driven by unconscious reactions. Impact on external reality. As we cultivate mindfulness, we notice a positive impact on our external reality. Our interactions become more authentic, our decisions more reflective of our true desires, and our capacity to enjoy and appreciate life deepens. We become less reactive to external circumstances and more centered in our own being. Practical applications. To develop mindfulness, one can engage in practices like daily meditation, conscious breathing, and mindful observation of one's thoughts and emotions. These practices ground us in the present moment, fostering a deep sense of peace and connectedness. Emerging from the realm of mindfulness, we turn our attention to the crucial role of emotions in shaping our reality. Transitioning from mindfulness to emotions. Mindfulness lays the foundation for a deeper understanding and management of our emotions. Recognizing our emotions as powerful influences of our inner and outer worlds, we learn to navigate them with skill and awareness. Emotions as indicators. Emotions, in their essence, are indicators. They provide valuable information about our inner state and how we are interacting with the world around us. By understanding our emotions, we can identify areas of our life that require attention and change. Strategies for managing emotions. Managing emotions effectively involves practices such as emotional intelligence training, developing coping mechanisms, and learning to express emotions in healthy ways. Techniques like journaling, talking with a trusted person, or engaging in creative expression can be invaluable in processing and understanding our emotions. Channeling emotions constructively. Beyond managing emotions, there's an opportunity to channel them constructively. Emotions can be powerful motivators for change, inspiring us to take actions that align with our deepest values and aspirations. Flowing from our exploration of emotions, we naturally arrive at the profound influence of our beliefs in shaping our reality. Transitioning from emotions to beliefs. Just as our emotions guide us, our beliefs serve as the framework within which our world is constructed. They are the lens through which we interpret everything around us. Influence of beliefs on perception. Our beliefs, often formed from past experiences and societal conditioning, significantly influence our perception of the world. They can limit or expand our experiences, acting as gatekeepers to what we perceive as possible or impossible. Changing limiting beliefs. To transform our reality, we must first identify and alter our limiting beliefs. This requires self-reflection and honesty. Techniques like Cognitive restructuring, affirmations, and exposure to new perspectives can be effective in reshaping our belief systems. Beliefs as the foundation of reality. As we shift our beliefs to be more empowering, we lay the foundation for a reality that aligns with our true potential and desire. This alignment leads to a life that is not only more fulfilling, but also more in tune with our authentic selves. The concept of visualization stands as a natural progression from the discussion of beliefs. It is a powerful tool for shaping our reality, transitioning from beliefs to visualization. While beliefs set the stage, visualization brings our aspirations to life. It is the process of creating mental images of what we want to achieve or manifest in our lives. Effectiveness of visualization. Visualization is not mere daydreaming. It is a focused and purposeful activity. It engages the subconscious mind, aligns our emotions and energies with our goals, and activates the law of attraction. Developing a powerful visualization practice. To harness the power of visualization, one must practice regularly with clear intent and emotional involvement. Visualizing with as much detail and sensory involvement as possible makes the experience more powerful. Connecting visualization to reality. Consistent visualization can lead to subtle shifts in our behavior and attitude, aligning us more closely with our goals. This alignment increases the likelihood of these visualizations manifesting in our physical reality. Transitioning from the power of visualization, we delve into the empirical realm to understand the science behind positive thinking. Transitioning from visualization to science. While visualization is a powerful tool, its true effectiveness is magnified when we understand the scientific basis behind positive thinking. This understanding bridges the gap between abstract concepts and tangible results. Neuroplasticity and positive thinking. Central to this discussion is the concept of neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself by forming new neural connections throughout life. Positive thinking can reshape our brain's neural pathways, leading to lasting changes in our thought processes and behaviors. The placebo effect and mindset. Research on the placebo effect further underscores the power of mindset. Believing in the efficacy of a treatment can trigger real physiological responses. This phenomenon demonstrates how our expectations and beliefs can significantly impact our physical health and well-being. Studies on positive thoughts and health. Numerous studies have shown a correlation between positive thinking and health benefits such as lower levels of distress, improved immune system response, and overall greater well-being. These findings provide a scientific basis for the age-old wisdom that a positive mind leads to a positive life. Building on the science of positive thinking, we now explore the crucial role of habit formation in cementing these changes for the long term. Transitioning from science to habit formation. Understanding the science is just the first step. The key to lasting change lies in forming new habits that reinforce positive thinking and behaviors. The importance of habit in daily life. Habits are the building blocks of our daily lives. They are the automatic responses and behaviors that we perform without conscious thought. By forming habits that align with positive thinking and our desired outcomes, we create a consistent foundation for change. Tips for effective habit formation. Forming new habits requires intention and strategy. Start small and focus on one habit at a time. Use cues and rewards to reinforce the behavior. Ensure that the habit is achievable and integrated seamlessly into your daily routine. Making practices a part of daily life. Incorporate practices like mindfulness, gratitude, or visualization into your daily routine. Make them as habitual as having your morning coffee or brushing your teeth. Over time, these positive habits become ingrained, transforming not just your mindset, but your reality. From the foundational practices of positive thinking and habit formation, we naturally progress to the concept of synchronicity and flow, phenomena that occur when we are deeply aligned with our inner world. Transitioning from habit formation to synchronicity. As we solidify our positive habits, we often begin to experience synchronicity, meaningful coincidences that seem to align perfectly with our path and intentions. Understanding synchronicity. Synchronicity is not merely a series of happy accidents, but a reflection of our alignment with the universe. It occurs when our inner state resonates with the external world, bringing events, people, and opportunities into our lives that align with our inner intentions. The state of flow, on the other hand, is a state of being where we are completely immersed and engaged in the present activity. It is often experienced when our skills are perfectly matched with the challenge at hand, leading to a sense of effortless action and deep fulfillment. Cultivating synchronicity and flow. To cultivate these experiences, one must maintain a clear vision and remain open to the opportunities the universe presents. Trusting in the process and staying committed to our inner work allows us to enter a state where synchronicity and flow become more frequent and pronounced. As we embrace synchronicity and flow, we also confront the inevitable challenges of resistance and fear, which can hinder our journey of transformation. Transitioning from flow to overcoming challenges. Achieving a state of flow and experiencing synchronicity can be hindered by internal resistance and fear. These are natural parts of the human experience, especially when we embark on a path of significant change. Understanding resistance and fear. Resistance often arises from the fear of the unknown or from leaving our comfort zones. Fear can manifest as self-doubt, procrastination, or even self-sabotage. It's a defense mechanism designed to keep us safe, but can also keep us stagnant. Strategies to overcome challenges. To overcome these challenges, we must first acknowledge and understand them. Practices like self-reflection, mindfulness, and seeking support from others can be immensely helpful. Setting small, achievable goals can help in gradually overcoming resistance and building confidence. Embracing the journey. Overcoming resistance and fear is not about eliminating them entirely, but about learning to move forward despite them. It's about recognizing them as part of the journey and using them as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Emerging from the challenges of resistance and fear, we broaden our perspective to understand how our social and environmental contexts influence our inner world. Transitioning from overcoming challenges to environmental influence. While much of our journey is focused inward, it is crucial to recognize the significant impact our external environment and social interactions have on our inner state. Social influences. The people we surround ourselves with can greatly influence our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors. Positive, supportive relationships can uplift and inspire us, while toxic or negative interactions can drain our energy and detract from our well-being. Environmental impacts. Similarly, our physical environment, from the places we live and work to the broader cultural and societal context, can either support or hinder our journey towards inner balance and fulfillment. A harmonious, nurturing environment can facilitate growth, while a chaotic or stressful one can create obstacles. Navigating and influencing our environment. Recognizing these influences allows us to make conscious choices about our surroundings and relationships. It also empowers us to become influencers in our own right, contributing positively to our social and physical environments. As we consider the impact of external factors, we naturally transition to the essential theme of personal growth and self-discovery, the heart of our transformative journey. Transitioning from external influences to internal exploration. Understanding the external influences brings us back to the importance of our internal exploration. Our journey of personal growth is about discovering who we are, what we value, and what we aspire to be. Journey of self-discovery. This journey is deeply personal and unique for each individual. It involves peeling back the layers of societal conditioning, self-limiting beliefs, and superficial desires to uncover our authentic selves. Continuous process of growth. Personal growth is not a destination, but a continuous process. It involves constantly learning, adapting, and evolving. It requires us to be open to new experiences, to question our assumptions, and to be willing to step out of our comfort zones. Embracing the journey. Embracing this journey brings a sense of fulfillment and purpose that transcends external achievements. It leads to a life lived with intention, authenticity, and depth. As we delve into the depths of self-discovery, we reach the profound aspect of connecting with a higher purpose or spirituality, an element that adds depth and meaning to our transformative journey. Transitioning from self-discovery to spiritual connection, the path of personal growth leads us not only to self-awareness, but also to the realization of a connection to something larger than ourselves. This might be a higher purpose, a spiritual path, or a sense of oneness with the universe. The role of spirituality in transformation. Spirituality, in whatever form it takes, provides a sense of direction and meaning. It acts as a compass, guiding us through life's complexities and challenges. This connection can bring a sense of peace, grounding, and resilience that supports our overall well-being, deepening our spiritual connection. Deepening this spiritual connection might involve practices like meditation, prayer, contemplation, or engagement in a community that shares similar values. These practices help to cultivate a sense of connectedness and provide a framework for understanding our experiences and our role in the larger tapestry of life. Spirituality as a reinforcement. This spiritual dimension reinforces the practices and concepts discussed throughout our journey, providing a deeper context and meaning to our pursuit of inner mastery and balance. Reflecting on the journey, as we conclude our exploration of mastering the inner world to transform the outer, we reflect on the journey we've undertaken. From understanding the intricate relationship between our thoughts, emotions, and physical reality to embracing the transformative power of personal growth, we have traversed a path rich in insight and discovery. Embracing the inner mastery. The journey to inner mastery is not a one-time endeavor, but a lifelong commitment to growth, balance, and self-discovery. It's about continually aligning our thoughts, emotions, and actions with our deepest values and aspirations. Call to action. I encourage you to take these insights and apply them in your life. Begin with small steps. Practice mindfulness, cultivate positive thoughts and emotions, and foster connections that uplift and support your journey. Remember, the power to transform your reality lies within you. As you master your inner world, you'll find that the outer world begins to align with your deepest visions and aspirations. Embrace the journey. Embark on this journey with an open heart and mind. Be patient with yourself and trust in the process. The path to inner mastery is a journey of discovery, transformation, and profound fulfillment.